Alright, what is up guys? It is Ravage, your favorite Final Fantasy YouTuber that you've never heard of, back here again today with another episode of Final Fantasy 3, the Pixel Remaster for the PlayStation 4 and 5. I'm your host Ravage, and I fucked up my intro because I forgot to call it Ravage Plays. Anyway, in the last episode, we got our asses kicked by some randos, oops. And so I ended up turning up the XP gain to make up for the fact that I'd kind of speed run the game up until this point. I've set my experience back to normal as of off screen just a moment ago. And in this episode, we have our ship back, and there are a lot of ocean enemies that we can face. I do believe there are surface world exclusive ocean enemies. I could be wrong given that we just fought a sea dragon, but they are missable, actually, believe it or not, because we do lose the Enterprise at some point, and then after we lose the Enterprise, we actually lose our ability to fight on the surface of the ocean, to travel the surface of the ocean. It's gone. $200 a night for a room? Jeez. So I got to thinking, actually, while I was off screen, and I realized that this game did a couple of things to rebalance the fact that they made magic so spammable. The biggest thing is the lack of MP recovery items. Obviously, I'm going to be flying around. We are about to lose the Enterprise, actually, spoiler alert to y'all. But something hilarious that we can do is we can come around like right over here, so this is kind of cool. We'll come back to that. I can get a game over screen over here like right now. Actually, y'all want to see me get a game over? Here, I'll show you one of the overworld game overs that we can get, since I didn't show you guys while as long as I don't get into an encounter, because if I get I'm gonna get a game over here because of this, because these enemies are insanely high level. But you know what, we're gonna try anyway. Oh yeah, look at that damage. Oh yeah, we getting smoked. We getting smizzoked. But that's because this is actually an end game area in the world. Like this is the final part of the overworld. We got lucky and got hit by some of the lowest level enemies, but look at this. We are still getting absolutely smoked. These are boss tier enemies to us. Like one of these would probably be a boss fight. So there goes the white mage. So I'll turn encounters off, and there we go. Okay, down we go. Yeah, look at that. We got smoked by those enemies. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn encounters off, and we're gonna get this game over screen. I'm just doing this to fuck around for a bit. The party incited the fury of the ancient statues. Oh, it doesn't give us a game over? Oh, that's lame. Okay, in the remake, if you walk through those statues before you had the 4 fangs, I think we only have 2 right now. But, if you walked through that before you had the 4 fangs, you got a game over. It was, I discovered it on accident, actually, because I wanted to know why I couldn't just walk through them from jump after, like, my 7th time beating the game. And, I can't show you guys the final dungeon. That sucks. Alright, but around here is where the final dungeon is. So there's some pretty fun stuff that we can do now that we've got the Enterprise back, and the world's kind of our oyster here. So there's a town over here that we can visit. Let's go here. Oh, I should have turned encounters on and seen what we ran into. Replito! Why isn't my summon spell working? Let me try again! Yeah! And this is the town of Evokers. Oh no, not another chocobo! What am I doing wrong? Skill issue, that's what you're doing wrong. Bitch. Nerd. Someone's in here. Psst. I heard there's an underwater treasure trove beneath a small triangular island. Oh boy, buddy, you're not gonna believe this. What the hell? Aha! Okay. An Elixir! Now that's what I'm talking about. The town of Evokers, Repleto, is where we are. There's a way to get to that Gulgan. There we are. The Gungan. Phoenix down. I am a Gulgan. In ancient times, the power of light flooded the world, a cataclysmic event we called the Wrath of Light. Now the same thing is happening with the power of darkness. Something must be summoning it. What it is, though, I cannot say. All I know is that which once brought balance to the world has thrown it into chaos. If either light or dark were to envelop the other, neither would survive. Leviathan and Bahamut no longer inhabit these lands. Noah sealed them on the floating continent. Noah's pretty powerful. There was once a great and powerful mage named Noah who lived on the Dowd continent, but he is no longer with us. I do kind of like this game because it's got kind of a more of an RPG feel than other Final Fantasies. Escape, Ison, Spark, Hetra, and Hyper are our basic 5 spells for the Evokers. Now, the Evoker kind of sucks. Summon spells don't become worth a shit until you get the Summoner class at the end of the game. So that is what we call a major bummer. A turtle shell, that's actually a pretty good item. The great mage Noah could command magic like no one alive today can even hope. Barrier shift doesn't work against summoning magic. Even if the enemy changes its weakness, the summon can still cause damage. That's good to know. There's only one other enemy in the game that can barrier change, but one of the venerable Noah's disciples watches over the world of dreams. Rumor has it that this disciple slumbers in the southern fjords. That's Une. Interestingly enough, summoners can control stronger monsters than evokers. Yes, the illustrious Noah was said to have such summoning power that he could call forth Leviathan, and even Bahamut, the Dragon King himself. The what king? Dragon. Yeah, dragon these anyway. Oh my god, please. So that is the town of Aleister the Evoker, not the Invoker. Alright, put this on the map here. That's all I care about, is getting all the locations. Grata-ta-da-da-da-da circus. So anyway, there's some other fun stuff that we can do here. You know, a lake this big, like this area here should have some kind of purpose, but I don't think it does. Like, if memory serves, it has no purpose. This, on the other hand, I forget what purpose this is, but I would always go here. So I'm gonna. What's over here? Am I gonna get smoked? Am I gonna get my ass freaking handed to me? Let's find out. Alright, so first we got some river monsters that we are way over leveled for. Down you go. That was a nice change in Final Fantasy 3. Is the remake is like you got basically no encounters while in a canoe. It was very hard to get an encounter in your canoe. Kato Blipas, yes, these things were a nightmare to face. Power up! Oh wow, these things are not as strong as I remember them being. I feel like the enemies in the remake had more HP. Maybe I'm just remembering wrong. Oh yeah, we're gonna get smoked if we fight anything here. We are researching the artifacts excavated from the ancient ruins. There was a cave-in, and now we're at an impasse. Literally, we can't go any further. We sent a team deeper into the ruins, but an earthquake collapsed that adamantite wall. Now no one can get in or out. Okay, so I'm gonna turn encounters on and see if we can get into a battle. I'm gonna get smoked. Like, y'all just gotta be ready for the amount of smokage that is about to happen. I might be able to beat this thing because it's 4-on-1. In this game, levels absolutely matter. Okay, yeah, we can absolutely take this thing. Big damage, yeah, okay. Look at that XP though, that was a lot of XP for where we're at, and I just showed you guys, my XP is back to a normal gain. So that's a good level grinding spot for this part in the game. If like, you don't save before you go face Garuda, and Garuda smokes you like he will. Nice. Alright, so this is the type time we on. Get in there. Where else we gonna go? Where else we gonna go? The world is our oyster, and I forgot what I was saying in the middle of one of my tangents, so I apologize. Y'all just gonna have to play another drinking game. See, last episode, I said play a drinking game, take a shot every time Ravage brings up the, look at this. Look at this, another cave. Let's go here. Take a shot every time Ravage brings up the Final Fantasy III remake. So instead of that though, take a shot every time Ravage starts a tangent and never finishes it. I think that's a good drinking game to have while you watch this. I'm so glad they gave the black belt kick in this one, so it's like, here, have Yang. Like, especially since he gets insane HP. There we go. Like Yang did. Just sucks that the knight can't use white magic anymore. Well, Une's Shrine. Doom, doom. I love this tune. I could listen to Doga and Une's theme forever.
What? Une guards the world of dreams while she sleeps.
Hang on, let me see. Can I do?
Jafar! She won't wake up, no matter what I try.
I sound like Bill Burr trying to be Gilbert Gottfried. Rip, I can't do his voice.
Well, she be...
Give me a sec. I need to practice his voice now. I fucked myself up.
Will she be stuck in a dream world forever? What?
So, as you can see, it opens up a menu of key items. That's an important thing. Alright, so, a whole lot of stuff is kind of starting to unfold here. We're getting a little bit. Look at this. There's this. Oh, never mind. I lied. I was like, there's this empty, pointless island over here. I lied. What's this? Duster. Ah, the town of Geomancers and Bards, the musical town. Da, 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 da. The Dowd continent is south of this island, but good luck getting there. The high winds blow away everything that gets too close. Did you say high wind? Like Sid Highwind? I've heard many tales and songs sung of Saronia's high-speed airship. Saronia, you say? Greetings, fine travelers. Have you heard of the Darkblade, forged from the black of night itself? Well, I'm on a quest to find it. Geomancers use nature itself as a weapon. They unleash magical attacks to move the terrain and pummel enemies. I believe that later becomes the Dancer class with Mog in Final Fantasy VI. Or maybe the Dancer class in Final Fantasy V, I can't remember what they do. Why, geomancy can be very difficult to master, you know, but if you use nature's fickleness to your advantage, you can deal a lot of damage. They get insanely good in the final dungeon because there's an attack that becomes very common in the final dungeon called Shadow Flare, and holy shit does it hit like a truck. Ho there, listen to this song of mine. Playing the Chocobo theme. Ho there, listen to this. Slumbering shadow beneath the lake bides his time for the day he wakes, and the chains of darkness we shall break. Lord of the deep, Leviathan. Slumbering shadow beneath the lake bides his time for the day he wakes, and the chains of darkness he shall break. Lord of the deep, Leviathan. I could have actually sang that, but you know. Long ago there were men who sought power, but that light would the world soon devour. When the strength overflowed, nothing could make it slow, so the mortals on earth could but cower. But four heroes of darkness did come, to banish the light that had strung the realm to its limit. Now the light is diminished, and the darkness the world will succumb. And to darkness the world will succumb. Odin, most righteous and chivalrous knight, for fear of his awesome and terrible might, sealed it away in a castle so tight, lest his dark soul eclipse even the light. Lord Bahamut, greatest dragon of all, awaits a warrior great or small. Should such a hero bring his fall, his power would be at their beck and call. Nah, I smoke Leviathan, bro. Oh, Earth and Drums is actually a really good attacking item. It casts Quake. Alright. Oh yeah, so what I was saying, I remember my tangent now. You know, it feels a little more RPG in the sense that every region has a name. And that's kind of cool. Alright, what they got in the weapon shop? A Loki harp. That's kind of cool. Attack plus 90. Bards get insanely good weapons. They must not be able to dual wield. Feathered vest, bard vest, Gaia vest, rune bracers. Let's go. Oh, that's what I'm freaking talking about. Look at that magic defense buff. We are gonna fucking need that. Alright, so moving on. But yeah, also in this game, I don't know if I finished this this line of thought earlier, but there are no tents, no cottages. Oh, excuse me. No elixirs, no ethers, no nothing like that. How am I supposed to get to that? What the heck? Alright, so check this out. That's the Dowg continent. Not much we can do here. Alright guys, I think it's time. I think it's time to go do what we're supposed to. So we are supposed to fly over this gated community here, which, you know how welcoming gated communities are to outsiders. They're actually pretty welcoming. But this is what we're supposed to do, believe it or not. Look at these dark nights. All on the losing side will be branded as traitors and executed. It's not fair. Fight for your honor and for your lives. Why must we fight our brethren? It's pure madness. Ah. So it's a classic case of war is simply the young and naive being tricked by the old and bitter into killing each other. By order of the king, no one is allowed in or out of Saronia Castle. What makes you think you outsiders can just waltz into the castle grounds? Get out! Well, y'all shot us down. So, Saronia is the kingdom that we are in. And, oh hey, we can get into battles here. Cool. I didn't mean to, but, you know. I'm gonna have my black belt fuck y'all up. Y'all gonna get smizzoked. Smazoki-doked. You know what I'm saying? I'm sad that we didn't get any fucking thingy-mabobber. Oh yeah, cutscene from Une telling us where to go after we save this world from the flood. Southwestern Saronia. The king split his military forces in half and set the two against each other. It's madness! You know you can only do that because he told you to? The king refuses to hear counsel. If anyone dares to speak out, he puts them to death right then and there. You know what's crazy is it's because of you guys, since you're a soldier. It's because of y'all that he's allowed to get away with that. I want y'all to know that. My research mainly involves the study of chocobos. I've discovered how to call forth Fat Chocobo. Voila! You're a bard. That's kind of cool. So we can use Fat Chocobo as a storage system, and we can just talk to him to call Fat Chocobo and not use any Gisol greens. So, Saronia is divided into 4 districts. Very insightful, thank you. There was a young man in the tavern who was a dead ringer for the prince. He was in this tavern, right here. No way. Anyway, that's clearly the way I'm supposed to go. All the shops have been shuttered by royal decree, but people can still get their hands on weapons. That shop's open at least. That's important. I can't believe my eyes. Master Gigametz's shadow looked like a giant bird. Or Minister Gigametz's shadow looked like a giant bird. Like the mythic Garuda. Wow, this shit's getting kind of heavy. It's a revival spring, just in case we get Smizoki-yoked. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the vibes? What's up, King? Oh, if only Prince Alice were here, maybe things would be different. Prince Alice? Was he in Wonderland? Ah, okay, so I have to take Alice to talk to these guys. Who's, you know, in here. But we're gonna go talk to everybody before we get Prince Alice, because I want to know what they have to say. Anything else over here? Like, is there like something? Nope. Alright, that's all of this part of Saronia. Up next. There was once a tunnel that connected the dungeons of Castle Saronia to the bottom of the ocean. It's blocked off now, but maybe you could get in from the ocean floor. You actually can, and it's completely optional, believe it or not. You can find information on anything at the Saronian Library. Shoo! Go away! The library is closed! This is the Saronian Library. It's been closed for a while now. Wow, these towns are a lot smaller than I remember. You know what's funny? This town, how small it is, and then the entire city is taken up by the library, makes me think of the town in Crystal Chronicles Echoes of Time. Only a dragoon can defeat the avian monster Garuda. That's what I heard. It's a lie. Garuda will fucking smoke you if you don't know what you're doing, but if you try a dragoon strategy, it's never worked well for me. It's always been like a coin flip if I try the dragoon strategy. The tower in the middle of this district is known as Dragonspire. The dragons keep their prized treasure. The dragoons keep their prized treasure up at the top. Chocobos. Interesting. Only a oh, you said the same thing. That is what we call a bummer. Word around town is that Prince Alice is now in exile. If this meaningless fighting continues, all of Saronia will be razed to the ground. You're going to climb the Dragon Spire? Don't be ridiculous. That place is crawling with monsters. Yeah, high-level monsters at that. So this is the Dragon Spire. What's this? Just a way out of town? Just a way out of town. Alright, and then we're going to go check over here. Did you know that most geomancers and bards train in Duster? It's on a small island to the east. Yeah, we were just there. By order of the king, no one is allowed in or out of Saronia Castle. Thanks, bud. The king split his... Oh. Do they all say the same fucking thing? Ah, this weapon shop is sealed shut. Okay, he says the same thing. Thunder Spear and Wind Spear. There's a reason that the guy who sells spears is the only guy who's open. Alright, so everybody says the same thing. We've effectively talked to everybody. Let's go get Prince Alice. Get a load of this brat. He thinks he's the prince of the kingdom. What a laugh. Ha ha ha. Hey there, little prince. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Leave him alone. Oh, the liar prince's buddies have shown up. Sick 'em, boys. Oh, just a bunch of gold knights? Pfft. Run my fade, bruh. If y'all not dead by the end of this round, you'll be dead by the end of next one. That actually kind of stung. Down you go. Ouch! Oof! Have mercy! I am Alice, son of King Gorn and heir to the throne of Saronia. Thank you for coming to my aid. What on earth has happened to Saronia? This is not easy to say, but my father has changed. He suddenly pitted our armed forces against each other. I tried to talk sense into him, but he could not be swayed. He sent me into exile. I realize you are but travelers to our land, but would you lend me your aid? I must return to the castle and reason with my father. Of course, your highness. I thank you. Alice joined the party. Y'all got smoked. Y'all got smizoki-yoked. Any hidden items? No. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go talk to the dudes who are like, Prince Alice, if he was here. Prince Alice, is it really you? Shush! I've been exiled and must not be seen. Do not give me away, I beg of you. Forgive me, your highness. Don't forgive him, Alice. Put him to death like your father would. Be a daddy's boy, Alice. Anyway. Praise be! It is the young Prince Alice. Please take this. Receive dragon mail. Okay, so that's actually pretty helpful in the fight, and only a dragoon can wear it. Thank heavens you're alive, your highness. I wanted you to have this, so I snuck out of the castle grounds. Received wind spear. So, basically, dragon equipment in all of them, I think, cuts damage from all primary elements, but it doesn't say anything there. But I believe it cuts damage from ice, fire, and thunder, which is very important for this fight. However, I'm going to leave this episode here. In the next episode, we are going to find out what the hell is up with Kingdom Saronia and what we can do to save it with Prince Alice. I was expelled from the castle. My father told me never to return. So, I hope you guys will join me next time for the next episode of Ravage Plays Final Fantasy III, the Pixel Remaster. Hope to see you guys there. Peace.